In the realm of government secrets, declassified CIA documents often reveal intriguing and sometimes bizarre stories that blur the lines between science fiction and reality. One such document from the now-declassified Project Stargate details a remote viewing session in which a subject claimed to witness pyramids and shadow people on Mars. This particular remote viewing event has captured the imagination of historical researchers, paranormal researchers, and UFO enthusiasts. But what makes this case so fascinating is not only the otherworldly content, but also the fact that it was part of an official government program. Back in 1984, a member of Project Stargate was abruptly awakened from a slumber and presented with a hermetically sealed package that remained inaccessible until the conclusion of a following observation session, during which his colleague verbally provided him with the coordinates to observe. Shortly thereafter, the individual began doing astral projections to an unknown location on Mars. This has been labeled by researchers as one of the most famous documents to emerge from Project Stargate. This was not just a simple attempt to see the current Martian landscape. The remote viewer was asked to go back in time, about 1 million years, and describe what they witnessed. The session began with the remote viewer describing a vast, barren landscape, much like the modern Mars that NASA rovers explore today. But as the session continued, things took a stranger turn. The remote viewer started to describe enormous pyramidal structures, some partially buried in the Martian soil. These pyramids were reminiscent of those found in Egypt, leading to speculation that there might have been an ancient civilization on Mars. As the remote viewer traveled through the Martian landscape, they reported seeing massive geological upheavals and violent storms. According to the subject, the once thriving environment had been ravaged by catastrophic changes, possibly related to Mars's transformation from a potentially habitable planet to the cold desert it is today. But the most curious part of the session came when the remote viewer claimed to encounter shadowy humanoid figures. These shadow people, as they have come to be called, were described as tall, thin beings, possibly the remnants of an ancient Martian race. According to the remote viewer, these beings were aware of their impending doom and were in search of a way to escape their dying planet. This CIA document is a transcript of an interview. It reads as follows. Method of site acquisition. Sealed envelope coupled with geographic coordinates. The sealed envelope was given to the subject immediately prior to the interview. The envelope was not opened until after the interview. In the envelope was a 3x5 card with the following information. The planet Mars, time of interest approximately 1 million years BC. Selected geographic coordinates, provided by the parties requesting the information, were verbally given to the subject during the interview. Using the information in the envelope I've provided, exclusively focusing your attention, using the information in the envelope, focus on 4089 degrees north and 9 degrees west. I want to say it looks like an oblique view of a pyramid, or pyramid form. It's very high and it's kind of sitting in a large depressed area. Alright, move in time to the time indicated in the envelope I've provided you and describe what's happening. I'm tracking severe clouds, more like dust storms. It's geologic problem. Just a minute, I've got to iron this out. It's really weird. Just report your raw perceptions at this time. You're still early in the session. I'm looking at an after effect of a major geologic problem. Okay, go back to the time before the geologic problem. It's like mountains of dirt appear and then disappear when you go before. There's large flat surfaces, very smooth angles and walls. They're really large, they're megalithic. At this period in time now before the geologic activity, look around this area and see if you can find any activity. I'm seeing shadow people, very tall and thin. It's as if they were there and now they are not. Go back to a period of time when they were there. It's like I get a lot of static on a line and everything is breaking up all the time. Very fragmented pieces. Just report the raw data, don't try to put things together. I just keep seeing very large people. They appear thin and tall, but they're very large and wearing some kind of strange clothes. Alright, now holding in this time period, I want to move you from your physical location in space to another physical location. I'm now inside a cavern, but it's more like a canyon. I'm looking up the sides of a steep wall that seems to go on forever, and there's like a structure with another wall like a canyon that has been carved. Again, I'm getting very large structures, huge sections of smooth stone. Do the structures have insides and outsides? Yes, there are lots of corners and rooms, it's really huge. The perception is that the ceiling is really high. The claims made during this remote viewing session naturally sparked considerable speculation, particularly among those interested in extraterrestrial life and ancient astronaut theories. The idea that Mars could have supported intelligent life millions of years ago has long been a topic of discussion in both scientific and fringe communities. The pyramids described in the session bear a striking resemblance to the Cydonia region of Mars, where some enthusiasts believe artificial structures, including what appears to be a face on Mars and pyramidal formations, can be seen in satellite images. Although NASA has consistently dismissed these formations as natural geological features, the notion that Mars may have once been home to an advanced civilization persists. The description of shadow people, massive megalithic structures and pyramids also connects to various accounts of paranormal phenomena here on Earth. Shadow figures have been reported in countless hauntings and unexplained sightings throughout human history. The fact that the US government, through Project Stargate, took remote viewing seriously enough to explore not only earthbound locations, but also distant planets and ancient time periods is fascinating in itself. While Project Stargate's results were officially deemed inconclusive or unreliable, the decision to include Mars in a remote viewing session suggests that the government was open to testing the limits of what the human mind could perceive, even beyond the Earth. It is worth noting that other declassified documents from Project Stargate involved more traditional military targets, such as Soviet submarines and missile silos, but the Mars session stands out due to its sheer otherworldliness. The government's willingness to explore such possibilities demonstrates the depth of Cold War-era experimentation with unorthodox intelligence-gathering techniques. Astral projection, often described as the ability to consciously separate the astral body from the physical body, has fascinated humanity for millennia. Also known as an out-of-body experience, astral projection allows individuals to transcend the boundaries of their physical existence and explore a higher plane of consciousness, traveling through space and time. While skeptics may view it as an imaginative or psychological phenomenon, those who have experienced astral projection describe it as a genuine and profoundly transformative experience. For believers, astral projection offers a gateway to realms beyond the material world, where spiritual growth, expanded consciousness, and the discovery of universal truths await. Astral projection refers to the process of consciously entering the astral plane, a dimension that exists beyond the physical world, according to many metaphysical traditions. While the body remains in a relaxed state, often during sleep or deep meditation, the individual's astral body or consciousness separates from the physical self and embarks on a journey. This astral body is said to be a subtle, non-physical counterpart that can move freely, unrestricted by the laws of the material world. People who practice astral projection often report vivid sensations during their experiences, including the feeling of floating above their own body, seeing their physical form from an external perspective, and moving through space or other realms at will. Astral travelers describe visiting distant locations, encountering spiritual beings, and sometimes accessing higher dimensions or planes of existence filled with light and divine energy. The process of astral projection requires a deep state of relaxation and a focused mind. Techniques vary, but they often involve meditation, controlled breathing, and visualization exercises designed to help the individual transition from the waking state to the astral plane. Once on the astral plane, the individual is free to explore, communicate with spiritual guides, and gain insights into their life and the nature of the universe. Astral projection is not a modern phenomenon. It has been documented throughout history in a wide range of spiritual and mystical traditions. Ancient cultures believed that humans could access higher realms of consciousness and communicate with the spiritual world through astral travel. In ancient Egypt, the ka was considered the spiritual double of the physical body, capable of leaving the body during sleep or meditation and traveling through the afterlife. The Tibetan Buddhists practiced a form of astral travel known as dream yoga, where practitioners used lucid dreaming techniques to navigate different planes of existence and reach enlightenment. In Hinduism, the concept of the astral body is central to the belief in reincarnation. The astral body is said to be the vehicle that carries the soul between different lifetimes. This spiritual body, free from the physical constraints of the earthly world, is thought to be a reflection of the soul's true nature, connecting the individual to higher levels of consciousness. The Kabbalistic tradition also embraces the idea of astral projection, referring to it as Merkaba, or the mystical chariot that transports individuals to the higher realms of divine knowledge. Similarly, shamanistic cultures across the world have used out-of-body experiences as a means of communicating with spirits, ancestors, and divine beings to gain insight and healing. In modern times, astral projection has gained renewed interest among spiritual seekers, mystics, and those interested in exploring consciousness beyond the material world. Many practitioners use astral projection as a tool for personal growth and self-discovery, exploring the unseen dimensions of existence and gaining spiritual wisdom. One of the most prominent figures in the modern study of astral projection was Robert Monroe, whose books such as Journeys Out of the Body and Far Journeys have become foundational texts in understanding the practice. Monroe's own experiences with astral projection led him to develop a system of techniques for inducing out-of-body experience and exploring the far reaches of the astral plane. He founded the Monroe Institute, a research and educational organization dedicated to studying altered states of consciousness, including astral projection and other related phenomena. Monroe's work helped to demystify astral projection for many, providing a practical framework for those interested in exploring the astral realms. He suggested that the ability to astral project is natural to all humans and can be developed with practice and intention. Today, numerous communities of astral projectors exist, sharing their experiences, techniques, and insights. Many practitioners claim that astral projection allows them to connect with their higher selves, access spiritual guidance, and gain a greater understanding of their purpose in life. The experience often brings a deep sense of peace, healing, and clarity. While astral projection remains outside the bounds of mainstream science, some researchers have investigated the phenomenon. The Monroe Institute has conducted experiments using sound technology, such as hemisync, designed to facilitate altered states of consciousness and promote out-of-body experiences. Participants report vivid and transformative experiences, though the scientific community has yet to definitively prove astral projection's existence. The Global Consciousness Project, which tracks shifts in collective consciousness through random event generators, has also shown intriguing correlations between human consciousness and global events. While not directly linked to astral projection, this research suggests that consciousness might extend beyond the physical brain, supporting the idea that human awareness can transcend physical boundaries. From a metaphysical standpoint, astral projection is seen as a way to access the astral plane, an intermediary realm between the physical world and the spiritual dimensions. The astral plane is thought to be home to spiritual beings, guides, and even souls between incarnations. Those who regularly practice astral projection claim to have encountered beings of light, communicated with deceased loved ones, and gained profound insights into the nature of existence. For those who experience it, astral projection offers many benefits, both spiritual and psychological. It can deepen one's sense of connection to the universe, providing a first-hand understanding of the spiritual realms and the nature of consciousness. Some practitioners use astral travel to heal emotional wounds, overcome fears, and face unresolved issues from their past. Others seek spiritual enlightenment or use the practice to develop psychic abilities such as intuition or clairvoyance. Astral projection also fosters a deeper sense of self-awareness. The experience of leaving the body can help individuals recognize the limitations of physical existence and the boundless nature of the soul. This awareness often leads to a profound shift in perspective, reducing fear of death and enhancing one's appreciation for life. Astral projection and lucid dreaming are two distinct but closely related phenomena, both offering experiences that take the individual beyond the limits of physical reality. Many people who practice astral projection also explore lucid dreaming, as both involve a heightened state of awareness and the ability to navigate realms of consciousness outside the normal waking state. The techniques for inducing both experiences often overlap, and some practitioners find that their astral journeys begin in a lucid dream state. Understanding the connection between astral projection and lucid dreaming offers deeper insight into the nature of consciousness and the potential for exploring alternate realities. Lucid dreaming is the state in which a person becomes fully aware that they are dreaming and can exert control over the dream environment. Unlike regular dreams, where events unfold without the dreamer's conscious intervention, a lucid dreamer can make decisions, manipulate the dreamscape, and engage in intentional actions. This conscious awareness within the dream state allows for rich, vivid experiences that feel as real as waking life. Lucid dreaming can be triggered spontaneously or through specific techniques. Common methods include reality checks, asking oneself during the day whether they are dreaming, and keeping a dream journal to enhance dream recall. Once lucid, dreamers can explore their internal landscapes, overcome nightmares, or even practice creative problem-solving in a dream environment. Many practitioners use lucid dreaming as a gateway to spiritual or psychological insights, similar to how astral projection is used to access higher planes of existence. While astral projection and lucid dreaming are often treated as separate phenomena, they share significant common ground. Both involve a shift in consciousness, taking the individual beyond the ordinary waking state and into realms where the laws of physics and time do not apply. Furthermore, in both states, individuals report heightened sensory experiences, intense emotions, and a feeling of profound freedom. In lucid dreaming, the dreamer remains within a construct of their own subconscious mind. The dream environment is personal, shaped by the dreamer's thoughts, memories, and desires. In contrast, astral projection involves traveling to what practitioners describe as a real external dimension, the astral plane, that exists independently of the dreamer's mind. However, the boundary between these two experiences can be blurred. Some astral travelers find that their journeys begin within a lucid dream, where they become aware that they are dreaming and then consciously shift into the astral plane. In this state, the dreamer can deliberately leave their dream body and enter the astral body, transitioning from the dream realm to the astral realm. This transition is often accompanied by specific sensations such as vibrations, feelings of floating, or even hearing distinct sounds that signal the separation of the astral body from the physical body. Because of the similarity between the states of lucid dreaming and astral projection, individuals who are adept at lucid dreaming often find it easier to achieve astral projection. Several techniques can help transition from a lucid dream to an astral projection. Once lucid in a dream, a practitioner can set the intention to leave the dream realm and enter the astral plane. This may involve visualizing oneself rising out of the dream body or focusing on a point of light to draw the consciousness away from the dream and into the astral state. In a lucid dream, spinning in place or focusing on the sensation of movement can help facilitate the transition to astral projection. This technique helps break the connection with the dream environment and shifts the individual into the astral body. Many lucid dreamers experiment with flying or floating, as these actions often lead to a sensation of leaving the physical body behind. By focusing on the intention to float out of the body, a dreamer can sometimes transition into an astral journey. Practicing meditation while in a lucid dream state can deepen the experience and shift the consciousness into the astral realm. Dreamers who sit in meditation during a lucid dream may find themselves entering a state of heightened awareness, leading to astral travel. Once the transition to astral projection occurs, the experience becomes markedly different from lucid dreaming. Astral travelers describe a distinct shift in the quality of the environment. They report a clarity and vividness in the astral plane that surpasses even the most intense lucid dreams. The astral plane is often described as feeling realer than real, with an energetic quality that sets it apart from the dream world. Both lucid dreaming and astral projection offer unique opportunities for spiritual exploration and personal growth. Many individuals use lucid dreaming to confront fears, explore their subconscious mind, or practice creative problem-solving. Because the dream environment reflects the dreamer's inner world, lucid dreaming can be a powerful tool for self-awareness and psychological healing. In astral projection, the focus often shifts towards spiritual discovery. Astral travelers describe encounters with spiritual guides, angelic beings, or deceased loved ones. These experiences can provide profound insights into the nature of the self, the afterlife, and the universe. Some practitioners use astral projection to explore past lives, access divine wisdom, or connect with higher planes of existence that are said to be beyond the reach of ordinary human consciousness. Interestingly, many who practice both lucid dreaming and astral projection find that the two states complement one another. Lucid dreaming can be a gateway to astral projection, while experiences on the astral plane often deepen the dreamer's understanding of their inner world and spiritual journey. Both practices foster a greater sense of empowerment, as individuals realize that their consciousness is not bound by the limitations of the physical body or the waking world. As of right now, astral projection and lucid dreaming share a fascinating connection, both offering profound experiences that challenge conventional ideas of reality. While lucid dreaming allows individuals to explore their inner landscapes with conscious awareness, astral projection takes this journey further, opening the door to external realms of existence beyond the physical world. The fluidity between these states of consciousness suggests that human awareness is far more expansive than we often realize, capable of transcending physical, mental, and temporal limitations.